How's it going, guys? It's your boy Scissor RJ, and we're back. We're back finally, and everything has calmed down with my boy Kevin Firespear, the man, the legend, the myth, the god himself. I have full paradox gear. I have full paradox. But yeah, welcome back, guys. Anyway, we're here to give you the basic rundown of everything that's happening in Wizard. But before you go, just to let you guys know, if you type in the code Holiday Off 2018 and you do that in checkout, you have a chance to get a discount code. That expires tomorrow since it's like almost New Year's. So again, if you haven't looked into the whole 12 days of the spiral thing, make sure you look into that and all the free giveaways that they give out. And remember, through the 31st, which is tomorrow, the double pet XP is actually going to go away. So like, you know, I got two things expiring. While I believe the European servers, they have a they add double garden rewards for a week. We talk about that. And they also have their little thing with the, whatchamacallit, the second chance reroll. So they have two members benefit for a week, which is kind of unfair because I would love to have two membership benefits at a week, but it doesn't really matter. But moving on from everything that has happened so far, if you haven't knew that I live streamed yesterday, I finally got some internet and I finally developed, or I basically just, you know, made a device. Not made it, but I bought a device, an extender of some sort. So now I can have a little bit of ease with the Wi-Fi. And like I said, I did live stream yesterday, and it was a little rough. It did have to reconnect a little bit at times, but it's actually like decent quality actually. So that's good. I finally figured out a way to live stream. I'm actually gonna live stream today, since I know a lot of you guys don't watch the video. You just type in, be like, when are you live streaming? And you know, I mentioned that in the video. But anyway, I will be live streaming it today on whenever, because the queen is sick. The queen is sick, which is my mom. Not the trap queen, my mom. My mom is sick, so I'll be taking care of her for the time being, but I will try to live stream, possibly hang out with baby Jackson and everything. And all that, get ready for New Year's Eve. Because boy, 2019 is almost here. And so what are your predictions for 2019 for Wizard101? And in the live stream yesterday that I did, we mentioned that. We were talking about some ideas. You know, I was talking with the viewers, like, hey, what do you think Wizard101's going to be like in 2019? And somebody mentioned the Mass Feint spell being learnable, and I was like, oh, that's a cool idea. I think a Death Wizard would like that. But then they also brought up the fact how, like, you know, it would kind of ruin PvP, and a lot of people would get angry. And trust me, whenever there's anything new that happens, I can tell you this, that a lot of people that do PvP will get angry. And that's just how, like, any PvP type based arena game is. You know, that's just how anything is. You know, you're versing another player and they do something like a Mass Feint. Obviously, a lot of people wouldn't like that. But personally, if you're doing mob fights, like if you're fighting mobs or multiple bosses like the Rat and Scorpion, for example, I personally think that Mass Feint would be a great spell. Maybe they can allow it to be learnable, but you can't use it in the PvP, just PvE. And I think that for a lot of spells that they haven't made yet, they could really make a lot of spells. It doesn't have to be like PvP. So I'm just sitting here like, oh, well, you know, they could possibly make more shadow spells, like a shadow dispel or a shadow pip take, like you can take somebody's shadow pip or something like that. And remember, all these spells don't have to be in PvP. They can disable that. You know, they can go in spells and they can have the little icon that says you can't use it in PvP, obviously. So, you know, with all these spell ideas and all that stuff, I think it would be great. I think it's just up to like Wizard to find out what they want to do, because personally for me, I would love another life attack AoE, or something that doesn't require like 8 pips or 6 pips or anything like that. I would kind of recommend like maybe another life attack spell, but a lot of people don't understand that. That's not what life wizards are. Life wizards are more of the healing type, so they're not really the attacking type. And which is why I don't really think that life wizards will be getting any life attacks anytime soon. Well, we'll probably get life attacks maybe. But anyway, with that being said, in 2019 of Wizard101, in November, we're most likely going to get a new world. Because if you don't know, we got Imperial Part 2 in November, and then last November we got Imperia, and then last November we got Mirage. And I think they're just going in this, like, cycle of a year-based interface. So, basically, in retrospective, we'll have to wait, like, a full year or a few more longer months until we get another world. But in between the spring updates and all that stuff that's going on, we will be getting some other updates that might impact the game fully or might not. It really depends on how they play it, but personally for me, I think that we're gonna get a new world just like every year, and the max level will be like level 130, well, level 135 perhaps, level 135, and then so on and so on. Now, I gotta admit that I'm not really sure if I'm a big fan of waiting every single November to just get a new world. Like, I don't know. I feel like they should have in-game events. And I was dreaming about that, actually. I was thinking, like, oh, well, I was watching a little Hunter x Hunter, and they were on Greed Island playing a game, and I was like, oh, well, that'd be cool if they had in-game events. So maybe at a certain time, at like maybe 4 p.m., they can unlock a door to a certain boss battle, and at that time you can get your squad together, or you can do team up, and you can go into that mysterious dungeon or something like that. I think that would be cool if they had in-game events. Now, if you want to put it in retrospective, of course they do have some in-game events like Krampus and all that stuff, but honestly, Krampus doesn't really have anything of value beside the wand, and even if you do get the wand isn't really that decent. So Krampus doesn't really offer anything. I'm talking about like maybe weekly updates, and you know, I want weekly dungeons and, you know, all that stuff. I just want something to do in Wizard101, but again, that's up to the game developers, and that's up to the whole team at King Isle to decide on what they're gonna do. Obviously, we're gonna get a new world at November. Obviously, it shouldn't take them that long to make it, but obviously we'll be getting a new world. I don't know if it's gonna be in a part though. I think it's just gonna be its own separate world. I don't think it's gonna be cut into parts, but, well, actually, now that I think about it, it might be cut up into parts, just like Imperia Part 1 and 2, but again, we'll probably have to see. And like I said, if you're curious about everything, just go on their Twitter page. Maybe they'll interest you in some leaks that they have, or some concept art that they have, and all that stuff. Because they did that with Imperia Part 2, they showed us some concept art and all that fun stuff. But Kevin Firespear, everybody, make sure you give him that shout out to Kevin Firespear. Anyway, I'm gonna go live stream now and upload this video as soon as possible. Make sure you check the notifications if you do want to watch my live streams, and make sure you have all your devices turned on. My name is RJ, and let me know what you guys think that will happen in 2019 of Wizard101. Do you love it or do you hate it? Let me know in the comments. Jackson, you being bad. He's opening up my camp. Jackson, come here, Jackson. Come here, Jackson. He's looking at me funny. You want to be in my video? 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 Look at him smiling. You want to be in my video? Look at him being bad. You being bad. You being bad. You being bad. You being bad. Okay. But anyway, my name is RJ / Richard Unicorn Caller, and I will talk to you guys later. Peace out, and thank you for watching the video. And like I said, live stream will be the day, so make sure you're notified and everything. And I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you for watching.